Hi guys, I'm Dan from DISSIM, and today we are going to show you how to replace the internal mechanism within your DISSIM lighter. Now this is actually a really simple procedure, and we are going to go through step by step how to do it, and this is something that can be done with very plain, simple household tools. Now if you can see right here on my desk, I have just a couple tools that everybody should have in their household, and if you don't, just a simple $5 or $7 watch repair kit on eBay can definitely solve that trick. So I have a pair of pliers. They could be needle nose or standard. I have a really small Phillips screwdriver. I have a little standard ballpoint pen. And I just have my knife or any type of pocket scissors can also apply for this. So you're going to get your new internal mechanism wrapped in bubble wrap, and sealed around with a little piece of tape. Now I just picked this lighter up out of our warranty service pile. As you can see, it actually has butane in it with the little red line, but it doesn't seem to fire. Now if you watch our troubleshooting video also here on the channel, it can go through certain things that you can try to get your lighter working again. But in this video, we're going to run through how to get a brand new internal mechanism into the DISSIM lighter. So first off, we're going to prepare our internal mechanism, which is we're going to go ahead and remove the little safety tape around the control, the flame level control right here. So we're just going to open up our knife, and we're just going to cut. We don't want to cut into the reservoir or cut any of the little pipes. We just want to get this tape off. Yeah, make sure you don't cut any of the butane lines or cut into the reservoir, but just one simple cut down there will take care of it. So now this is ready. Then what we're going to do is we are going to flip the lighter over. And as you can see, you have 3 screws. Now the only 2 screws that you have to remove are going to be the 2 that are at the far ends, not the center one. The center one actually holds your center ring in place, which you don't need to remove. So we're just going to put that in there, and they shouldn't be in there too tight. They're just hand tight. You're going to push down and unscrew counterclockwise. Okay, we got one. You do not want to lose these. These are very small. Let's finish up this one here. Once you remove these 2 screws, you're going to hold the lighter, and it should come apart into 2 pieces relatively easily. Now you're going to go ahead and place this down. And then you're going to see, here's the internal mechanism. Now, if you did take me up on that and you bought your inexpensive watch repair kit, they actually have little tools that will poke through these little watch style pins. But for simplicity's sake, you can just use a pointy ballpoint pen to get them started and pull them through, and then pull them through with your needle nose pliers. So we're just going to go ahead and poke the pins down to get them started here. And then we're just going to pull them through with the needle nose pliers. Now once I remove those 2 pins, your internal mechanism should remove. Now one thing that I do express to you guys is this igniter button, it does emit an electric spark and create one. So do not push it with your fingers, because you actually will get a little bit of a shock there if it's not inside the case itself. So then the same way that you pulled it out, you're going to take your new case and you're going to place it in, and you're going to line up the ignition internal buttons and make sure that you have some positive resistance there when you do it. Now you want to make sure you line up those little pinholes, and then you want to slide those back in. Now lining these up, because they are relatively thin and tight, sometimes it does take a minute. This one just slid right in. So you line it up. You could use your fingernail and get it down about as far as you can. And then go back to your ballpoint pen just to push them through so that they're at least flush with the body. That one's in there pretty tight. Just push down on it here with the pliers just to make sure. Okay, and then just to test it, once you place your grip half back on, it should slide over rather easily, and then that will push it in the rest of the way there. Make sure that it is nice and flush. There we go. See, it just clicked into place. The pins are now leveled here on all sides, and everything is lined up. Now I can go ahead and reinsert my 2 screws. Just drop that in there. And you don't really want to over tighten these, because do remember that you are screwing these into a hard plastic shell, so you don't want to strip the screws or strip the body of the internal components. So you just want to get them in there nice hand tight. Get that down partial way so it's all lined up. I'll give that one a little tight. Now, just to make sure that I did everything correctly, I want to go ahead and give it a little click, getting a good resistance on that there. Make sure my flame adjuster dial works, and let's turn it into all the way minus position here. And now we are ready to fill the lighter to test out the new internal component. I'm going to be using the Zycar high performance butane. So I'm going to hold the lighter level, exposing the filling port. Then I'm going to take the butane nozzle, line it up so it is completely straight, and line it up so that I feel that the internal pin is in the center of the red nozzle coming out of the butane. And then I'm going to push and hold it down for a few seconds, about 5 seconds, and then I'm going to release. And then I'm going to wait and let the butane stabilize. And you will see that by having the red indicator start to fill up. As we can see here, if you get a good shot, you can see that it's starting to come up. Then I'm going to give it, and right away, now there might be some air bubbles in there, but I have it on the lowest flame setting, so now we're going to give it a little bit of juice. And we have good lighting consistency. Light it up, light it down. So guys, that is the way that you would place a new internal component into your DISSIM Inverted Soft Flame Lighter. Now, for any other questions, you can check out the other videos on our website regarding troubleshooting, or if you do have any issues, reach out to us. But this should be an easy 1, 2, 3 step way to get your DISSIM lighting like new.